quick something.
Good. Hey, check the feed out here.
Come. Block out in live.
That's all. Yep.
Come.
All right, hey, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, before we get started, giving our praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh.
Double honors as always to the apostles and the others of Great Millstone who move well and taught us this truth. All right, peace, much love, and salutation as always to those who elect. Okay, the brothers out here in Great Millstone, Nashville. Another Sabbath lesson, kicking out the last, Sabbath for this month before it changes. All through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shema Shai, Lord's will, this lesson be edifying to the elect. All right, you brothers, few sisters, okay, that are out there listening and learning, man. Shit, you had something already? Well, we just gonna go in and hop into it, and Lord's will be edifying, man. Go ahead.
It's Job 27 and 14 to 17. If his children, it's talking about Esau, Edom,
Yeah.
right? Self-proclaimed white man, self-proclaimed. Nobody else called you that. Verse 14. If his
So like Job 27.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
Mm-hmm.
Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep. Though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver.
Right. So ultimately, this nigga about to be through. And if you want to expound on it, you can. Because I was going to get this precept.
Well, that top part, too, if his children be multiplied as for the sword. So Esau is ultimately going to be cut off. He's got, weak-ass sperm count anyways. But the children that he does have, all Esau is going to be rounded up and put in captivity for 1,000 years, and then they're going to be utterly cut off. Yep. So all the people that Esau, Edom, progenitor, word always fucks me up.
Progenitors?
No, progenerate or
generators.
All the children that he produces, they're going to be destroyed. Especially here in America, because everybody in America that ain't of the elect is going to be destroyed.
That's right.
But it goes into essentially because Esau was given the fatness of the earth. That's in Genesis 27.
Yeah.
That was part of his blessing, which he achieved that through the sword. But you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And it talks about how all the riches that he gathered up is going to be taken from him and given to the just and to the innocent, which is the Israelites, starting with the elect.
If I may add, the scripture say in Revelation 13, he that go let me grab it, I'm gonna grab it, I don't want to butcher it. Just to prove what you were saying. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to butcher it. He said, Revelation 13 and 9, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leaveth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Just something to elaborate back on what you were speaking on. He deals with the sword, he's gonna die by the sword. He put our people in captivity. now the roles are reversed. You about to go in captivity, nigga. You about to be at the bottom where you belong.
Yep. Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. All right, and then that's the ultimate judgment of Esau Edom, man. Okay, that's why you're gonna receive the judgment that you getting ready to get. All right, because the iniquity of your forefathers, which through the Spirit, we understand the process of reincarnation. You are your forefathers through the Spirit, man. Mm-hmm. All right, it's not really rocket science, when it gets down to dealing with Esau Edom. All right, that's all I had though, brothers. You got something?
Hey, Wab, you got something?
What was that? 27 and 14? 20. Okay.
You got something, Wab?
Come. This is Job 20, verse 28. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High.
Hey, read that again.
Job 20, verse 28 and 29. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High.
Right, because when you're going up to 23, and that's how you know it's talking about Esau, because 23 is talking about when he's about to fill his belly.
15.
You know, you said 15.
That's one I quoted before. If you could read that.
Yeah, read 15, Baba Shah.
Job 20, verse 15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast him out of his belly.
Right, this isn't talking about a literal man just throwing up, you know, on some, you know, oh, I drunk too much last night shit. No, hey, he's getting ready to, all the riches that he's inherited, you know, because Esau, you know, he has, the gold, the silver, and all these other, valuable things that just stored up in some fucking crib, in the basement, just sitting there, man.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's the same nigga that goes and poses the ideology of, let's end world hunger. Nigga, you got the money to end that shit. Right. If you just take a portion of your money, you can end world hunger. That shows you the greed of this goddamn devil, man. But it said, like I said, he swallowed down the riches, but he shall vomit them up again. All right. So all the riches that you have stored up, ultimately, hey, it's for the elect of Yahweh Shema Shai. We go and perform, Amos, the 9th chapter? Yeah. Going into the bunkers and things like that. Yeah. Taking your ass, locking your ass up into captivity, putting chains on you and shit. They gonna have all that shit. Some of that shit gonna be in their bunkers, or they gonna have it stored off in a special place. But we gonna have the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai on us in that day. Right. The spirit of getting shit done, I'll say. Right. So we're gonna know exactly where all those places are to go and get those goods. Okay. What the pirates call it, booty. Yeah. Yeah, the loots.
The spoils.
Spoils. Spoils of war.
Yep.
Spiritual war now, and then at that point it's gonna be physical. We're gonna beat your ass.
It's all Yahweh Shai's anyway. It's all ours. Esau's just holding it. That's all he's doing.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then like that 23rd verse says, when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. All right, it's gonna rain upon him while he's eating. All right, so Esau's essentially through. That's he's through, man. Go ahead. Son.
It's Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, not Ecclesiastes, different book, for those who might be new.
Yep.
That says Sirach 10 and 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
Right.
He didn't run up a bag in righteousness. Everything he got was through rape, robbery, and murder. Mm-hmm. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. And I'll jump up to 4.
Yep.
It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Who's the one that's profitable?
Yahweh Shai.
Boom.
The elect.
Starting with Yahweh Shai. All right, and then ultimately the elect.
Joint heirs.
Yeah, we're going to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. And then that 8th verse, like you said, the unrighteous dealings, the riches gotten by deceit. That's why the kingdom is translated. When you go to the history of the earth, all right, every kingdom has had a set point, and then it always has an end. Why is that? Because all these kingdoms were not based off of the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai. For the whole entirety of it. We had 40 years of peace, and then we was through. Why is that? Because the scriptures were put on the back burner. So that the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai has at any point in time, not any point in time necessarily, but bros, Lord will see what I'm saying. Throughout history, it's never been the focal point. Because the laws is stated, Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14 is going to surpass us. Okay? The blessings are going to overtake us.
Mhm.
But that's never happened, amongst our history. And especially amongst the heathens. So that's why the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Right now, the person that's inheriting the kingdom is Esau Edom. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And that's a clear indicator of knowing who the wicked is when it talks about, that scripture. What's that? Thessalonians. Damn, why is that slipping? What does it say? Oh, the son of perdition. That's how we know who these things are, because that's a recent thing that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? Which is bugged out. So Esau's not the son of perdition. There's no way in hell he's not. Who is it? But also, that's why we just, for the newcomers, man, that's what you tell Jake, man, just stick to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and just learn. Because these other niggas is going to lead you astray. Go ahead.
Second Thessalonians 2 and 3 to 4. Let no man deceive you by any means, which if somebody said that, it means somebody deceived you.
Yeah.
That's what you believe.
Yep.
Because if he's not the man of sin, Yahweh Shai referred to the wicked Israelites as basically Edomites. John 8:44. It said that he never abode in the truth, and he was a murderer and a liar from the beginning. That is sin. Murder and lying is both the sin.
Right.
I get it. I guarantee they didn't have a single scripture when they said that. They never do. Just have
No.
a big ass cup.
Never happens, bro. Go ahead.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Right, a falling away first, which the breakdown for that was terrible from the group that I'm talking about. But nonetheless, all right, said there come a falling away first, speaking about us as Israel, and we fell away from our heritage. That's what the Most High told Jeremiah. Go ahead.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which I'm pretty sure perdition means going into destruction. Mm-hmm. He's destined for death, destruction, to be destroyed.
And that's what he brings.
I'm going to make sure.
Yeah, check that. But that's what he brings too. I mean, shit, perdition don't even sound like a good word.
I'm pretty sure it is, because the scripture that talks about America, and it says it's going into perdition.
Yeah. But it don't even sound like a good word, man.
But we're not pretty sure at Great Millstone.
Right, yeah. We're gonna make sure we what the fuck we talking about.
G684 Apolia says destroying, utter destruction, perishing, ruin, destruction.
Yeah.
The destruction which consists of eternal misery and hell. Not that, but
right.
kind of.
Yeah. The son of perdition, man. All right, so a dirty nigga. He gonna be revealed. Go ahead. Was that on it? Was it like one more?
Yeah. Verse 4.
Yeah.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
And who else is doing that? Esau Edom. Only the so-called white man is going around the earth proclaiming himself to be God. Isaiah the 14th chapter, man. That's his mindset. That's what his motive is, to make himself to be God. That's the whole, that's the whole backstory behind the damn the chip. Yeah. That's his whole backstory behind the chip. The purpose of that chip, even when you go into the Qur'ans and all these things, goes talking about the brand, showing ownership. Yeah. All right, you can liken that to cattle. When you have cattle, put that brand on them, shows ownership. That's what Esau Edom's mark of ownership is going to be, man. That's going to be that stamp, that impalement on your, on your skin, which will be in your right hand or your forehead, man. And they've already, that one video that came out, where the nigga, he was like doing a seminar or some shit, but he was talking about where the body retains the most heat. And he says that he said the forehead. I believe he said the forehead, but he damn sure said the hand. And that's where he was going into, how that's the only place where a device like that would be able to, sustain itself. It has to be in the place where the body retains the most heat, right? Some shit like that.
That's why the scriptures say it be in their right hand or in their forehead.
Yeah.
And even Elon Musk with his whole, what's it?
Yeah, he's tapping into the brain neurology,
Neuralink, the microchip
Neuralink,
the brain, which is transhumanism. If you don't know that word, look it up. Transhumanism. If you ever seen iRobot, then there you go. Okay, just a quick little example. iRobot by Will Smith. There's your transhumanism. Okay,
is that it?
Yeah, I had the NLT for verse 4. So 2 Thessalonians 2:4 in the NLT, he will exalt himself and defy everything that people call God and every object of worship. He will even sit in the temple of God, claiming that he himself is God.
Yeah, he claims that he himself is God. And he defiles everything. He's just through.
Just look up God.
Yeah.
What do you see pictures of? I don't see Moab up here.
Yeah,
so it's got to be you.
It's a self-proclaimed so-called white man.
Well, how do you know that's what God looks like? We're in the Bible. And that's the thing. Esau pulls out.
And they tell you it ain't in there.
Yeah, but well, how do you know?
They don't.
So you trying to tell me that you had some type of connection with the Lord at night and sleeping?
And then you got the nerve in this picture to draw a dick on Adam.
Why would he be? Why would he be that naked?
Why
concerned? And then touch it.
Yeah.
But all you had to do, when it goes into it, I think it's John 14. Let me see. When Yahushua was talking to his disciples.
I'm not serving that.
Sometimes his airlines push back even further. Sometimes.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah. You look stressed. Yeah. I got something. Well, you got something while you call looking for it?
Oh yeah, it's 14.
Okay, you found it.
Because he was talking to Philip. Real quick, Salakia. John 14. I'll start at 7. John 14:7. It reads, "If ye had known me, ye should have known my Father also," because Yahushua came in the same spirit of what his Father, right? He constantly spoke about, coming to do the will of his Father. His Father. He constantly, made that sure and clear amongst everybody. Okay, this is not of my will. This is of my Father's will. I've come to do the works of my Father, man. And it's the same spirit that we have, joined unto. We're coming to do the works of Yahweh Shema Shai. The works of the Father in the name of his Son. All right. It reads, "If ye had known me, ye should have known my Father also, and from henceforth ye know him and have seen him." Philip said unto him, "Lord, show us the Father, and it's sufficient enough, whatever." What'd you say?
It's like I was showing this.
Oh, okay. Right. Verse 9, Yahushua said unto him, Have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that hath seen me have seen the Father, and how sayest thou then, show us the Father? Right? So Yahushua ultimately, he's a spitting image of the Heavenly Father, man. Yeah. So, that's clear indicator, man. You know, he's a spitting image of the Father, man. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need one. Go ahead.
Man, he ain't no cracker either. You know, he's looking at the pictures.
Yeah.
We're looking at pictures. They said what God looks like today.
Now look up Yahweh though,
Right.
because that's the thing, and that's the importance of the names.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Acts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when you look up Yahweh, now you know it's gonna mainly show, but you know pictures like that gonna pop up.
I'd rather see that than whatever we were looking at before.
You know, pictures like that's gonna pop up. Okay. In the sun. And that's how we got a clear indicator, because like the brother mentioned, he looked up God, and it's it's just white nigga with a long beard, his fingers touching Adam. Meanwhile, Adam's naked. You know,
Esau always drawing everybody's just naked.
On some weirdo shit. But if you want a true depiction of what the Most High looks like, all you gotta do is just see what his son looks like. The only begotten son and his people. Like, come on, man. So we know through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai that the Most High, the Heavenly Father, would be looking like a so-called black man. Okay? You'd have dark skin, woolly hair, all right? But he's not going to look like a goddamn Edomite. That stringy, lame-ass shit, that, extra gray hair, that dumbass beard. The beard is, it's fine. But their shit is just through. Yeah. Basically, the leprosy, man. The Most High, and then to send his son on the earth and give him leprosy. When you go into the law and that's written as a curse, it's like it don't make sense. It don't make no fucking sense.
Didn't that happen to? I could be wrong. Didn't it happen to Miriam?
Yeah,
it happened to Miriam.
Yeah. She
not forever.
Not forever.
For that time, for that period of time, she was being extra as hell. So
that was a punishment.
Yeah, then it just shows you. Yeah, go ahead.
It's Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
All right. So if you're not speaking according to this word, all right, the words contained within the Holy Scriptures, it's because there's no light in you. Ultimately, you're just a dumb nigga that's just breathing on the planet. A lot of you people are just extra space on the planet, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're just consuming oxygen. The limited oxygen that we would have more oxygen if you niggas were gone. Non-playable characters, NPCs. That's the role of a lot of you people. And shit, Lord willing, we had a role of the prophets, man. Because we actually have something important that we're doing. We're teaching the word. Okay? We're telling you people what it is and what it ain't. And you're not dancing. What's it say? Your pipe, we piped under you. You're not dancing. We giving you this good song, this good music, and you the nigga in the back of the club, hand in the pocket and a cup. Now you ain't bobbing your head or nothing. Right, yeah. And yeah, you requesting that shit. Where Gucci Man at? Like, nigga, this is holy music, bro. Yeah, and you're right, a new song. Cause when you hear when you hear a new song, hey, that shit hard. This shit hit. You know what I'm saying? But they treating it like they done heard it multiple times. Y'all niggas are through. Go ahead. Go ahead, son. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Zechariah 1:15.
We're about to get to you out your slot.
And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction.
Who helped forward the affliction? Esau, Edom. All right, we went into this process of captivity because ultimately, hey, we went off against Yahweh Shemashai. Was that in the group, the 4th chapter? Okay, it wasn't for our destruction. It was because we moved the Most High to wrath. All right, But here it is, Esau Edom. He forwarded the affliction. Now he's just pushing more and more madness. I mean, really, the captivity done. Niggas are through. They're smoking cigarettes.
Crack.
Yeah, crack. Okay, and we waiting on that video to come up. Okay, because Jake talking about, huh?
What you gotta do?
Yeah, right. Do what you gotta do to get by.
So fire it up, man.
Yeah, we just waiting on that video to come up. Because if you can do the things that you once at a point in time were against, but now all of a sudden you can do it, you know, hey, we waiting on that video to come up, man. Yeah, brothers, you know, I mean, crack, when you think about it, go back to the cocaine bean or the cocaine plant, the cocoa bean. Yeah. So somebody, you know, hey, at this point, we don't put shit past Jake, man. You know? Everybody got that come to death row spirit.
Come to death row.
Yeah, you know. All in the videos, dancing.
Oh,
come to death row. It's like, damn.
Select.
That damn recruitment ass spirit, man. Why we can't just do the work? You know? Yeah, I was on that.
That was select. Gosh.
Iowa, go ahead, bro.
I wanted to get that one, like, because you brought out that word for perdition, and I was looking at the definitions for it, and one of them, the first one said utter destruction of vessels, you know, because that's, you know, Esau's lot, their destiny. So I wanted to get this in Romans 9 and verse 20 and 20, well, 21 to 22. Romans 29 and 21, hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
Yeah.
What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
Yeah, because the Most High made one vessel, as I said, to honor and one to dishonor. All right, because when you go into the Bible, when you read the scriptures, the whole book is pertaining to mainly two people, two seeds, you know, two nations. Okay, going back to Genesis 25th chapter. All right, when what was it? The mother of Jacob was told that she was going to have two nations within her. Right, Rebecca. Yeah, two nations is going to be within her, man. Okay? So the whole scriptures is talking about two nations of people. It's talking about Jacob, and it's talking about Esau. That's it. The seed of the righteous, the seed of the wicked.
Right.
The three, you know, what is it? The
Son
three.
of man,
Yeah.
Son of man, son
Son of man,
God, sons of God,
sons of God, yeah, sons of the wicked, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mainly tapping into these two different goddamn, you know.
Sons of men is 16 nations. So that shows they're just
Yeah, the
just thrown
extras.
in the category.
Yeah, the sons of men, they're the extra nations.
If you got a hero and a villain,
Right.
You got
So you got the sons of God, you're the sons of God, and you got the sons of the wicked.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Still,
And yeah, because there's
never
no,
changed.
what it say, there's no end of the people.
Yeah.
So they're still here. These things are still happening,
Different name.
and they just. That's why the brother mentioned it early when we first started. The self-proclaimed white man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because he slapped that label on himself, man. You know, that wasn't a label that was given to him by the Heavenly
It's
Father.
not a nation in the Bible.
Yeah, nigga, you're an Edomite. I am Edomite. That is you. Okay? That's you. Go ahead.
Isaiah 34 and 5, read down to verse 8. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Idumea, Greek word for Edom, Esau. Okay? I think it's Edom.
Definitely has Edom.
Go ahead.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood, and is made fat in fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Right, and then they said, upon the people of my curse of judgment, you know, because this nigga ultimately was the only nation promised with no mercy. Go ahead. It's like
it says, verse 7, it says, the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and the land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, which vengeance goes into payback, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. So that's just it. All bloody hell, death, and destruction. You have to basically pay your tab, Esau, is coming up. Okay? And Esau is going to beat the living snot out of you niggas, man. Okay? And we can't wait. We can't wait to see every Edomite from a high-level demon to a low-level demon to get their just desserts, because you niggas all deserve it. Well, you had slaves, but your forefathers did, which was you reincarnated. Okay?
We mentioned it earlier. They don't understand the process of reincarnation.
Right.
You can't read Isaiah 14 and think that, still apply that mindset. I didn't have slaves. It says prepare slaughter for the iniquity of their fathers, man.
That's how we can answer argument.
Yeah.
Jeremiah was a prophet. He still went into captivity. So.
Yeah, he said, the Most High told Jeremiah, a man of the Lord, even you shall discontinue from your heritage. But it don't apply when it comes to Esau and doing their wickedness. No, nigga. Like you said, brother, it's a weak ass argument. And that's all, Christians are running out. They're running out of arguments, man. That's why we don't debate them niggas. We don't, you're doing a live stream with a Christian. You're fucking through, man.
Even Eliyahu Shwama said, now you got Christians hitting the highways and byways.
Yeah, now they
you see it.
Signs and shit.
I see it on fucking TikTok. They out there teaching now. You barely see them in church. They out there teaching now.
It's too late to do the work of evangelist, nigga. You should have been doing it. When the spirit hop on you supposed to been doing it. Y'all niggas been going to church for 18 years. Then you see the Israelites. Now you want to go out. You're over with. It's a done deal, bro. Christianity is through. And the Most High is getting ready to do a very good work. And he's going to start with the house of Israel because you dumbass niggas are still pushing out madness amongst our people, man.
They know the Israelites. A lot of them know they're Israelites. A lot of them claim to be in the truth.
Hey, Yahweh Shemashai, hey, man, the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai destroy all you fucking niggas, man. All you niggas is finna get ready to get a very rude awakening through the spirit, man. You finna wake up and see some shit. Your ass ain't finna wake up at all. The Most High is about to get ready to eliminate you fucking niggas, man. Because you think this is a fucking game. And you keep playing with the Most High. You keep playing with his word. Like he didn't say what the fuck he said. Okay. Go ahead, bro.
This is Titus 1:10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision.
Of the circumcisions, the ones that know better. The circumcisions are the ones that know better. Okay? But them niggas, they be the main niggas telling you some bullshit.
11 too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whose mouths must be stopped, who
Right.
subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake.
Yeah. So their mouths must be stopped. Through the spinning power of Yahweh Shemashai, hey, the Lord is getting ready to stop a lot of you niggas, man.
And that don't mean he's gonna make you dumb. I mean you can't speak. It means he's gonna wipe you off.
Exactly. Because you've accumulated enough wickedness, because that's a very wicked thing to push madness amongst your people. So you've accumulated enough wickedness. You got this big ass following. You thinking that you the shit, proclaiming yourself to be somebody that you know you're fucking not. You're going to die to death, nigga. And that's the end all be all. And that's why we try to tell our people to get with your shit and to tap in. Jake be coming into the truth and still be trying to link it to, you watching these random ass Negroes. Some of my damn, my cousin sent me, he told me he waking up and shit. Then he sent me a video with a nigga with dreads. You ain't tapping in. I told you to watch a certain sect of people, man. through the Spirit, the Most High is telling you, bro, just focus on these people. Everybody else is through. One group tells you to follow Christ. One group telling you you can have butt sex. Another group telling you what? The hats and all the other shit.
Yeah, teaching with the hats on.
But there ain't no law. I sent that video earlier that St. Benji did. The elder down in Chicago. Okay? Y'all niggas just gotta tap in, bro. You doing too fucking much, man. Go ahead, bro. Swat.
Philippians 1:15. Some indeed preach Mashiach, even of envy and strife.
Right.
And some also of goodwill. Yeah, you can have some jakes out there that, and brothers say all the time, you know, you may have been a quote unquote loser in the world. You got women like that or so on and so forth, but you know, you see this as an escape to become like some type of hot shot. You know, now you cussing at people, you never did that before. Now you're doing this, then you're doing it. That ain't the right spirit to be in.
Nigga, you still ain't shit.
You're still a loser.
You're a bigger loser.
All right.
All right? Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 64:6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousnesses are as filthy rags. And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away.
Yeah, our righteousness is as filthy rags.
That's your call.
Yeah. When you go into the menstrual cloth. So that scripture in Sirach, I think it's 10. When we get into it, 10 and 9, I believe. Why is earth and ashes proud? We have no reason to be up on, you know, to put ourselves up on a high level, man. You know, knowledge puffed up goes into that. Okay. We have no reason to be putting ourselves on any type of level because the end all be all, our righteousness is as a menstrual cloth. And that's a very dirty item. Okay? That shit dingy as hell, bro.
Did you touch it?
Yeah. No, I'm saying yeah.
No, yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Hell no.
That's just
But yeah.
trash.
Yeah. They got, you know, they got the tampons. Yeah, I got you. Come. Hey, shalom. Hey, Luke 12:47, it reads, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. And that's it. You know the will of Yahweh Bashim Mashai, and yet you're still not performing it. You're going astray. You're going completely left. All right. Contrary to what you you're not mocking them, you're not marking them, which caused division.
Yeah.
You know, contrary to the doctrine you came up in, man.
Yeah. And they, you know, be in the truth, or they fall out, or get kicked out, or whatever it is. Then they start spewing out some madness. When you were around, he's breaking down the scriptures properly. You know, but then he gets kicked out, or he does his own thing, or whatever. Now you hear monkey shit talking about you need to smoke weed or cocaine or hats or whatever. You hear all types of shit that you never even heard him even say when he was in the camp. You know, you're gonna be beaten with many stripes, man, because you Israelites out there, y'all know better. But you handle things like women, and then now look at you. You be out there through. Now you're a meme, and now you're on videos and telling you how often and demonic you are. And it is nobody's fault but yours. Okay? You did this to yourself. Nobody feels bad for you. You're through.
Real quick, 1 John 2:19. They went out from us, but they were not of us.
And they were never of us. Okay? Because even at the same time, well, it was written. It was written that he wasn't meant to prosper all the way to the end. Okay? Yeah. There ain't no ill intention. Nobody's wishing death on these guys, you know, that fall out or leave or whatever.
Man, if your ass teaches them bugged out doctrine, your ass gonna die.
Yeah.
Fuck all that shit. Most High gonna kill your stupid ass. If you teach them bugged out doctrine, because there's a difference, because things happen to where you can lead, you know, but it's just not a good indicator. We know. We always talk about how the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, it's like it, but I didn't want to cut you off, bro. But we always talk about how the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing primarily with great millstone, starting with the apostles and elders on down. So my thing is, if you leave from that spirit, if you get kicked out from that spirit, it's a very, very good chance that you might be through. But it doesn't always go like that, because the apostles even say we follow suit. It's not about being a great millstone. You're not going to get saved because you're in a great millstone camp, but you're going to get saved based off of your faith, all right, and the spirit that you have, that you're dealing with. If the spirit is dealing with you, you're going to be delivered. But once again, the spirit primarily is dealing with great millstones. It's not dealing with IUIC. It's not dealing with ISUPK. It's not dealing with Sakari. It's not dealing with shit. Everybody else after that is damn sure irrelevant. The alphabet niggas, they don't mean anything. The Wi-Fi, those Negroes. Never mind. I don't even fucking know, because I don't keep up with them niggas because they're through. Okay. But just to go on the show, all right, that's not necessarily a good thing. Especially if you get kicked out, you leave, you have some type of discrepancy against whatever the case may be. You can still go and do the work, and Lord willing, you do. But hey, bottom line, a lot of people it's going to be two factors: either you bugged out or you just ain't disciplined enough, man. Because you can't come into here and do what the fuck you want. There's going to be a standard set, and you have to follow that standard. And a lot of niggas can't get it. It's fine.
Like a military.
Yeah.
And a lot of Jakes came from a military background.
Yeah, you want to go to the military and still keep a full beard. You know them niggas going to have you shaving. Which is off, but I'm just giving an example. You can't be in the military and have that dumbass cap on, walk into a building and still have it on. If you got an older general and they see you, they shit gonna cuss your ass out. Yeah, right.
You're supposed to take it off every time you walk in the building.
Yep. But I'm gonna finish this out. Back in 1 John 2, it reads, "For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us, but they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us." All right, so ultimately, hey, if you what is like I say, because it happens, man. All right, offenses happen. Hey, we're all in the flesh. Okay, Jake could do some wild ass shit, get suspended, kicked out, or whatever. But you still have you have a good, as long as you do what you need to do through the spirit. Hey, you definitely come back in the fold. It's not no ill will against brothers and nothing like that.
Not personal.
Yeah, none of this is personal, man. You know what I'm saying? But especially for the cats that, they leave, or like I said, then they get kicked out and then they come up with this random shit. That means they were never of us. Because now you're coming up with all these, like I said, discrepancies and disagreements. Yeah. And another thing, King David is still alive. Well, nigga, you was in the camp. You was in the camp teaching with people that agreed with that statement who King David was. You're bugged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead, Iowa.
Con, this is 1 Peter 4 and verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
Yeah. So it's going to begin at the house of Israel, man. Okay. So if you click that video and you hit record and you talk about you an Israelite, and especially if you come in the names of Yahweh Shema Shai, hey, that judgment gonna start with you, man. But the judgment's gonna start within the house of Israel. That's why these other camps are getting ready to get judged on a major level, and we're seeing it. We're seeing how, but everybody thought that we was just through, the rapists and all these other things. We ain't battling the niggas over a chair. That one woman that died amongst the congregation of IUIC. We ain't doing none of that shit. You niggas are weird. doing debates. We're not doing any of those things. Starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the bishops on down, man. Hey, we do the work and we stay the fuck out the way. The brother he's done multiple videos on that. Do the work and stay the fuck out the way and shut your ass up. Because niggas will walk around, what does it say, pride or knowledge puffing up.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all walk around acting like you know some shit, man.
Tough guys.
Yeah, because he said, whoever that was, you want us to just sit back and do nothing? Apply wisdom? Nah, that's some bitch shit. Yo, whatever the fuck he said.
I'll make the truth look boring.
Yeah, that's some weak shit. Talking about that chair shit. Because the end all be all with that situation, you should have just goddamn, shook the dust off your feet and pulled up off the street, man. Fuck them. But no, that's weak. Showing wisdom is weak. Okay. That's the mindset our people have adapted. And a lot of you black niggas in them damn fringe ass t-shirts have adapted it too. How you fighting with? Never mind. Go ahead.
I got it.
Go ahead, Iowa.
I got one more verse.
Yeah,
Verse
go ahead.
18. 1 Peter 4:18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Right. So the righteous is going to be scarcely saved. They're going to be saved by the grit of their teeth. Okay. So where shall the what? Ungodly and sinner appear? The ungodly and the sinners of our people. Okay. And they're going to be through. But there's going to be a lot of them amongst Israel, man. Just because they got a garment on does not mean shit. Okay? That applies to us. That's the thing. We're never coming to you with a hypocritical stance.
Mm-hmm.
It's y'all. No, it applies to us. If we bullshitting and not doing what the Most High requires of us, we gonna be destroyed. But we're telling you, okay, that when you read the scriptures and you read about the prophets, hey, there's a certain group that's sharing that same spirit. Yeah, exactly.
They're doing the same thing they were doing back then.
We're not boasting in these things either, man. We're just telling you what it is and what it ain't.
Mm-hmm.
Making your call in an election sure. Who's doing that? The men that are staying out the way, doing what they need to do, doing the work, and keeping it simple.
Are we lying?
Yeah. Because there ain't been no expose on Great Millstone. Niggas just been lying. They doing this, they doing that. Nigga talking about GMS doing weed, but then you talk about you can fire that shit up. So that's a cap. Angry, bitter, grown ass men. All right. You need you don't need no more drink because I guess that's doing too much for you. But you just need to kick back, bro. Breathe, stretch, drink some water, right, and pray. Because your ass is doing too goddamn much.
Mm-hmm.
You got something?
Yeah, I got something else.
Yeah,
If
go
y'all
ahead.
don't-
I'm gonna get the two off the comment board after you done.
Done. 2 Peter 2 and verse 1 through 3. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
So we're not shocked of Slack. If I may add, we're not shocked that these things are happening. The Lord has told us you're going to have righteous prophets and you're going to have false prophets as we get closer and closer to the latter days. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. And through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not.
And they're going to get a following. Okay? They're going to get a good amount of people. You're going to see more people in their camps. You don't see it. These false teachers, their numbers will increase as well. But that's the thing, of discerning the difference of the when it comes to the elect. The elect are not going to be enticing and dealing with what they got going on, these offshoot camps. The elect are not going to be deceived by that.
That picture that Iowa sent the other day in the chat, he said, "All you're wrong."
Yeah.
There was one man standing against a whole fucking crowd of people, and that's what it's gonna be, because like the brothers mentioning, these niggas gonna get a following because you got,
Broad gate.
yeah, that's the broad gate. And you got this too. Let me grab this real quick, Salaki. What's that? I think it's 2 and 10. Yeah, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 10. All right, it reads, "And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie." Okay, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. So the Most High send you that strong delusion. And hey, you can't blame nobody but yourself. The end all be all, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone been telling you about these offshoot camps and these weird niggas that just come up with this random ass doctrine. Years. So if you fall sway to that shit, that's on you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's on you. We can't do anything about that. Why'd you start watching their videos? And that's why we be telling Jake, and especially brothers around our age group, you don't need to be watching these other motherfucking videos, man. Being tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine. Yeah, because you can hear one thing, I'm like, damn, that do make sense. Now next thing you know, you tuned into their camps. Now you at their camps. The weird shit, bro. These niggas are through.
Like listening skills too.
Yeah.
We were told not to do this and we still did it. For what reason? God knows, but
Nigga. I'm gonna grab these precepts off the comment board and then we'll get ready to close it out. All right. Isaiah 57:15. For thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabited eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the contrite ones. All right, so the Most High dwells with the ones, all right, that have that contrite and holy spirit, man. Okay, which is the elect, the men of the Lord. And once again, there's going to be a certain group in the last days that are going to push the words of Yahweh Shemashai full on, without any type of filters, without any type of guile in their hearts, guile in their minds. It's going to be pure and it's going to be strictly according to what the scriptures say. And through the Spirit and probably Yahweh Shemashai, we believe them men to be the apostles and the elders, the bishops of Great Millstone on down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's why we give double honors to the apostles and elders, who rule well.
they say you be dick riding.
Yeah.
Basically.
Which you a gay nigga, man. That whatever.
How did you learn?
Yeah. Everybody, and because
You ain't get it by yourself, nigga. I'll tell you that.
yeah, the elders always mention that the way that these guys get their teaching style and how they do everything, they got it from the apostles and elders, man.
Switched it up.
So, it's like you talking shit to men that brought you up, biting the hand that fed you. But the Most High is gonna get you, or gonna pay you back that recompense, man. That's why we, the apostles, the elders, brothers, and the bishops, brothers, and things like that. Nobody gets mad about that shit. Hey, we know the Most High is gonna pay us back. Y'all want to talk shit and calls or whatever the fuck you want to do, be our guest. But when the Most High pulls your fucking card, don't say shit, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Romans 10:3. For they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. And that's what they're doing. They're establishing their own righteousness. Okay, they're putting up something that is deemed righteous to themselves, man. This makes sense to me. I'm David, that type of shit.
Good Lord.
And it's like, well, damn, you done had 18 niggas proclaim themselves to be David, and the only man that actually was David, he didn't put that spirit out. That's where humility gets you. Okay? That's exactly where humility gets you, man. The apostles, the elders, their teachers, they don't go around proclaiming themselves to be Now, just like in the ancient days, these are talking points. When I think it was when Yahushua asked, when he was asking people who they were saying he or who they thought he was. Some say he's John the Baptist, some say he's Elijah, things like that. That was a common talking point amongst Israel. That was something that happened. Yeah, he might be this man through the Spirit. So when a brother go, get on the video and say certain things, King Mashah being King David, that's not off. That's through the Spirit. That's part of what the fuck we've been doing. And you can't disprove it. Just because you angry, now he's not King David. No, nigga. All right.
Last one.
Good. I'm gonna get this the Timothy's. Okay, that really passed.
Okay.
First, what was that? 4,
1 and 2.
Yeah. 1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to the seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with high iron. All right. I'm not gonna speak on that. Anyway, in the latter times, man, hey, some gonna depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits, doctrines of devils. Essentially shit that don't make no damn sense, and it's completely contrary to what you were brought up to. All right, and so that's why we do these videos to encourage the elect, all right, wherever they may be, all right, to continue in the doctrine, continue steadfast in the doctrine that ye have learned. Following the apostles. Okay? There's a set doctrine that you need to be listening to, and that's it. That's the end all be all, man. Once you go outside of that, you're going astray, and you're following the false prophets. Brothers, got anything else?
Nope.
Done. Hey, with that, man, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Lord's will. This is edifying to the elect. Before we close, once again, giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh.
Double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who well taught in this truth. All right, the true leaders of Israel today, whether you receive it or not. Hey, peace, much love, and salutation as always until for elect. All right, to the next lesson, y'all brothers, keep pushing, keep fighting this good fight of faith. Don't let no man take the crown with that shalom. Kwame Yasharallah, Baba Ball.
Shalom, Baba Ball.